Hello students, today we have discussed about the kinetics of rigid body. Okay, and this is the new chapter. So what is the rotary motion and torque? Okay, so consider an object is moving in a circular path. Okay, so the torque is nothing but force into perpendicular distance moved. So if r is the radius of this path and theta is the angle made by this position of the particle, so the distance moved by this angle theta is s equal to r into theta. So this is arc is angle into radius, so f cross r into theta. So that is your torque. And if theta is equal to 2 pi, if theta is equal to 2 pi, so work done is t into 2 pi n by 60. So the total work done is 2 pi n t upon 60. Okay, so now moment of momentum. So according to moment of momentum, first of all we should know about momentum of elementary mass about point O, that is this mass point dm cross v. So dm cross v is equal to r omega, so dm cross r omega into r. And the moment of momentum, this is the momentum, and again by taking moment of this momentum is nothing but multiplying by the perpendicular distance, and this turns to be dm cross r square cross omega. Okay, so dm into r square, this turns to be the moment of inertia of the whole mass about point O, and this is called as the moment of momentum is nothing but that is angular momentum, and angular momentum is I omega, because this is I and this is omega, so J is equal to I omega. Okay, so now the next topic is, since this is not in your syllabus, this is not in your syllabus, so forget about this point Lagrangian function, this is not in your syllabus. Okay, now the next part is work done by the spring. So how can you determine the work done by the spring? So if this is spring constant is k and this displaced to x distance, so F is equal to minus kx, and so the work is nothing but force into displacement and minus kx into dx. And if we integrate this equation from 0 to x, this turns to be minus half kx square, and if from initial distance x1 and final is x2, so the total work is half k x1 minus x2 square. Okay, and now laws of rotary motion. What is the laws of rotatory motion? So in this case, laws of rotary motion, a body remains rest or continues to rotate about an axis with constant angular velocity unless it is distributed by an external torque that changes its state. So this is similar to the Newton's law of motion. And second one is the rate of change of angular momentum of body that rotates about an axis is proportional to the external torque that acts on the body, and the change in angular momentum takes place in the direction of the torque. And third is, to every torque there is always an equal and opposite torque. Okay, so all these three laws is similar to the Newton's law of motion, but in case of the Newton's law of motion there is a rectilinear motion, but here that motion is take place in a circular way. So in circular direction this force is changed to torque, and your displacement is angular displacement, momentum is angular momentum. Okay, so both are the same kind of thing, but there is a different kind of physical interpretation of this kind of statement. Okay, so now the next topic is torque and angular momentum. So we know that the angular momentum is J is equal to I omega, and the torque is the change in angular momentum, so d by dt of I omega, and I is moment of inertia that remains constant during the motion, so d omega by dt, that is alpha. So J is equal to I alpha, that is your relation between the torque and this is your torque. Tau is equal to I alpha, that is torque. Okay. This is your torque is equal to I alpha. Okay. Now the kinetic energy due to rotation. The kinetic energy due to rotation is half m dm into v square. Again we know that v is r omega. So half r square omega square into dm, and dm into r square is nothing but that is moment of inertia of the whole body. Okay. And this turns to be, that is equal to half I omega square, and the work done is this tau into theta. Okay, that is change in kinetic energy, because work done is torque into angular displacement, and this is equal to the, according to work energy principle, that work is equal to the change in kinetic energy, half I omega t square minus omega 1 square. Okay, so the total kinetic energy of body is half mv square plus half I omega square. Okay, and by using this equation we can find out the value in this way, that is half mv square, that is your kinetic energy, and this is I is equal to mk square if the k is the radius of gyration, and the total moment of inertia of body about k is similar to its cg. So by solving this equation we can find that half mv square 1 plus k square upon r square. So this is the total kinetic energy of the body. Okay, so according to, now the next topic is work energy principle. Okay, this work energy principle, conservation of energy. So again that is same, work done by a rigid body is equal to change in kinetic energy by linear motion plus kinetic energy of rigid body due to rotatory motion. So that is Fs, that is rigid, this is linear motion, this is rotary motion, that is equal to, this is linear motion and this is your rotary motion. Okay, so now the problem is this is an angular acceleration alpha is equal to 0.4 t square plus 0.6 radian per second square, where t is in second, is imparted to disk A by a motor. This is given by a motor. If initially the disk has an angular velocity of 5 radian per second, make calculation for the velocity and acceleration of the block B at the time of instant 1.5 second. Okay, so the initially this is angular velocity is 5 radian per second and this radius is 0.15 meter. Okay, here already it is given, and this B. So alpha equal to 0.4 t square plus 0.6. So d omega by dt 0.4 t square plus 0.6, and we can integrate this equation from omega 0.5 to final angular velocity omega from 0 to t. Okay, and t is equal to nothing but 1.5 second, and by solving this equation we can find out the value of omega is 6.35 second. Okay, and now if you can find out the value of omega, you can easily find the value of alpha as well as, actually this portion is repeated, this alpha is equal to nothing but 0.4 t square plus 0.6, t is 1.5, and by putting this 1.5 we can find out the 1.5 radian per second square, and the velocity v is nothing but this r omega, so that is 0.9525, alpha is, A is alpha into r, that is 0.225 meter per second square. Okay, now the next problem is discussed in the next video. Thank you.